if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay.
Okay, so there's a streamer named Jhanna, and she's really mad at men. Basically, she thinks that men have ruined gaming for everyone because they insult each other and trash talk in video games. Apparently, gaming is now an unsafe place for women, and men are bad, and men are the problem, and everything she does is, I quote, for the girls, the gays, and the theys. In fact, she even said that if she had a straight child, she would forcibly turn them gay or trans because she hates straight people so much. So, I don't know, I'm starting to think she might have a little bias against men, at least straight men, but let's look at her viral tweet over here and go from there. Men are the problem with the gaming community.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming. I shouldn't have to play a game where all I say is hi and the whole game is thrown and I'm in hell for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it. That is not normal, and that's not how the old COD days were, because I promise you, as a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen.
Okay, you're right that nobody has ever thrown a game because I'm a male, but you know what they have done? They've threatened to kill my entire family because I may have taken one minion from their lane in League of Legends, alright? They've thrown a game because I dared to type in chat once. Maybe I said the word noob, okay, after they went 0-10, and they had a man-baby meltdown for 40 minutes straight and went power hungry, typing in the chat like, apologize right now or I'm leaving, you know, beg me to stay, you know? Basically, my point is that it's not because you're a woman that people are obnoxious to you in video games. The thing is, you could be a man, a woman, a child, a freaking walrus, and they will find something that annoys you or gets to you, you know, gets under your skin, and they'll milk that shit until it's dry. That's just how some games are and some communities are as well, because I've seen clips of girls in video games telling people to neck themselves and buy the ropes from Amazon. And let's not act like it's all bad, okay? For every one guy that trash talks you, there's another 10 guys getting on their knees for a second of your attention, you know, buying you free skins and giving you gifts in-game, you know, adding you, being extra friendly. Now, the example she gave is that she said hi and then they threw the game. So, first off, I really highly doubt that happened, but okay, it happened, all right? They heard your girly high voice and they threw a game, okay? But listen, most people want to win games too, so they're not going to do that. Maybe you were dog shit and that's why you lost. Maybe you were like bottom fragging and they used it as an excuse to, you know, destroy the game or something. But hey, let's suppose it actually happened, all right? But then it's not like a you problem. There's definitely just some dickheads who wanted any reason to troll you in the video game. You know, some people get up in the morning and they've decided exactly what they're gonna do today. They're gonna troll, okay? And they use your voice as the excuse, right? Maybe in an alternate universe, you were a guy and you said hi, and they would have been like, oh, you sound like a pussy, I'm throwing the game, you know? You know, they were just searching for a reason to troll. And when you take it so personally, like, oh, it's just because I'm a girl, it's, oh my god, my life as a woman is so hard, I can't even play video games. It's such a horrible mindset. Like imagine you go for a job interview, right? And you get rejected. You can take it two ways. You can think, okay, I suck, I'm horrible at interviews, I'm bad at my work, my resume sucks, nobody will ever hire me, it's all because I'm a woman, you know? Or you can think that maybe they already found someone qualified, they can't be asked to, you know, bother with you now. Maybe the interview person had a bad day and couldn't be asked. There's plenty of other reasons the exact same result could have happened. And just some general advice, your mindset kind of defines your life, and if you have a victim mindset, you're probably gonna have a bad time. Also, yeah, it's true you wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby, because if you're so offended over kids on the internet saying mean things, then you're gonna cry your eyes out when somebody hurls 50 slurs at you in under a minute, because that's what 11-year-olds on old school Call of Duty used to do.
Your gender. That doesn't happen. You can say it happens. You're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's such a common thing in the comments of my videos. You guys want to be oppressed so bad that you'll look at a man calling me a telling me he's gonna tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a woman thing and say that happens to you too. It doesn't. There's a reason that historically Male dominated spaces are known for being toxic and unsafe. That goes for gaming, that goes for sports. Any male dominated space is a bad one.
Okay, so you definitely didn't understand what people are saying. Yes, nobody has ever said, get back in the kitchen to a guy, but that insult is replaced by something else. Like, you might get called a pedo for absolutely no reason. Maybe you have a mustache and they just call you a pedo for that. Or they'll say, I'll your mom. You just get called a billion other things. And just because it's not a female related insult doesn't mean that guys don't get insulted. In fact, I would argue guys get insulted much harsher because they don't need to hold back. You know, a lot of times, like, you know, even myself, you know, if I'm ever talking to someone and I feel like, you know, they can't take it, I'm not going to be as honest or whatever, right? The thing is, most guys know it's just a joke. It's trash talk. It's some emotional kid venting, having a bad day. We don't go online, make videos about it and complain because that makes you look like a very sensitive person. Now, of course, should guys be saying those horrible things? Of course not. I'm not supporting that. But just know the type of space that you're entering into. And this is why some guys say that women ruin gaming or whatever, because the second you're being treated like an actual guy, you know, treated equally, you know, being equally shit talk, you start getting emotional about it and start crying. And it's ironic that you're saying that men ruined gaming when men started gaming, men continue gaming, and you're ruining it by complaining online. Instead of doing the very easy thing, pressing the mute button, pressing the block button, you know, the feature specifically made for sensitive pansies such as yourself.
Any male-dominated space is a bad one. That's not me being sexist. That is me saying there is an inherent issue with the way that you guys have your locker room talk that makes everybody else feel unsafe. I don't know how you could possibly find it fun to make other people feel unsafe.
Honestly, if you were in my game, I would probably tell you to get back in the kitchen because you're annoying as f. I'm sorry. Somebody had to say it, guys. Mrs. I'm not sexist, guys, except every male space is a bad one. Are you kidding me? You were grouping all guys together over here and you're literally being sexist. You have absolutely zero self-awareness.
No woman is asking men to make gaming a safe space with sunshine and rainbows and everything, but could you please be normal? Because I want to be able to enjoy playing the game without my life being threatened, without my body being threatened, because I'm existing as a woman. And men are the ones making it unsafe. And I do not care if you feel targeted by me saying men, or if you feel attacked by me saying men. You are part of the problem. If you feel attacked by that, you're part of the problem. If you say just mute them, you're part of the problem.
Well, I did say that, so I guess I'm part of the problem, guys. Telling her to use the mute feature, which is a feature in the game specifically put there, to mute someone who is annoying you, you know, so that you can play the game without bitching online. Telling her to do that is making me part of the problem. Cool. I mean, you're out here saying, please be normal, but you don't realize that this is the normal. This is how it has always been. You will hear the most unhinged shit online because that's just how the climate is and the culture is, and that's how guys vent, okay? I think you would rather guys talk shit online than go do some dumb shit IRL, okay? Because, you know, in some sense, you know, some people may not understand this, but this is kind of like therapy for guys, okay? Just letting every single emotion you have loose in online video games, you know, having zero filter, saying random shit to randoms who are never gonna see you again, you know. It's kind of like, you know, you're in a car and you come across another taxi or something, another person in a taxi, and you make a goofy face, or, you know, you do some dumb shit or whatever, pretend to get choked because you know you're never going to see that person again, and you just kind of want to troll, okay? It's a place to experiment. It's a place to have fun because in real life, you can't do that shit because, you know, there's going to be consequences and dumb shit like that. So, you know, people having zero filter, you know, saying random shit on their mind, you know, getting under people's skin, trolling the shit out of people, making you feel uncomfortable, that is all fun for people, okay? I'm sorry. And let me just talk from the perspective of the guy who made fun of you, right? Suppose some guy told you to get back in the kitchen or whatever, and then, you know, if I made fun of you and I saw you post this video online after that, I would get so much pleasure from that. It would make my entire month, honestly, because you gave me exactly what I wanted, which is an emotional reaction that literally proves my point that you're a sensitive loser who does not belong with the boys. Like, imagine I'm playing a video game and I shit talk someone and then they go online and start crying even more, bro. I'd be like, I'd start laughing my ass off. I'm like, really? You actually took it that personally? That's just really funny. The thing is, you want equality so bad, but then the second you get it, you start whining. Like, that is exactly how a guy gets treated, okay? On a daily basis, on a regular basis, no filter. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares about not offending you. That's just how it is, okay? And it's way worse, okay? If you're telling me that's the worst thing somebody said to you, bro, come on. When you come online and say shit like, oh, I'm a girl, you can't trash talk me. Can you please be normal? Stop giving me these, you know, stop being mean to me. It's just makes you look so bad. And honestly, you're doing a horrible job representing women. Women are cringing watching this.
If you say just mute them, you're part of the problem. If you sit there and let them say that to me and you don't intervene, you are part of the problem. Because I have a lot of male friends, normal male friends, who don't say slurs and don't threaten people and just play like normal. I understand it is not all men. But if you are not one of the men doing this, it is entirely on you to help stop the men who are.
What? Okay, I've heard this sort of speech before, but that was in terms of like sexual assault. Like, if you witness an SA happening and you as a man do nothing to stop it, yes, then yeah, you are a part of the problem. But this is trash talking online. Really? It's my responsibility to, in the middle of a, like, I don't know, a COD game or something, lecture some random 13-year-old teenager talking shit to you online. You really want me to pause all comms over here, go talk to Timmy, invite him to a personal Discord call and tell him to shut up and not make fun of the girl? You know, just teach him that, oh, girls are pussies and they can't handle anything. Is that what you want guys to do? That is so degrading. You know, any normal girl watching this right now is cringing so hard because they probably can't believe that their, you know, fellow gender or like peers or whatever are so absolutely fragile that they can't handle simple words on the internet. That is unbelievable. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a different story if someone shows up to your house IRL, you know? Then it's serious, then it's a crime, then yes, people will probably support you. You know, of course, that is horrible. But that didn't happen. This is words on the internet that you choose to listen to. Words on the internet that you don't have to listen to because you can always mute, you can always walk away, you can always ignore it, you can always log off, you can always play something else, yet you choose to sit there and get offended. Of course, people are gonna have a negative reaction to that. By the way, she got absolutely destroyed on Twitter, which we'll look at in a second after this video is over.
If you don't understand that and you don't understand power imbalances and gender hierarchy, it's not my place to teach you. I'm not your mother. I'm not your teacher. Close the game for 5 minutes and educate yourself. But stop making this a bad experience for everybody else who's just trying to play the game.
Dude, if another one of these flipping TikTok girls tells me to educate myself one more time, I'm gonna turn into Andrew Tate, dude. This is shut the fuck up. It is so annoying. Educate yourself. Okay, bozo. Okay, Mrs. Power Imbalances. Mrs. Actually, gender hierarchy. That's why I'm actually a pussy. Gender hierarchy. Is that what they teach in college right now? You know, in the USA, you go to freaking UCLA, you go to Columbia, you go to all these like Ivy universities. You pay $400,000 for UC Berkeley, and then they teach you this dumb shit. Well, actually, Professor Moron over here. Well, actually, you should be offended in video games because of the power imbalances. Yes, you see, little Timmy, age 13, threatening to frick your mom. You know, with his prepubescent voice. It's like, well, I'm gonna frick your mom, is actually more powerful than you. Yes, because the patriarchy, obviously. Patriarchy. Of course, how could I be so stupid, guys? It's the patriarchy! By the way, you were repulsive as a human being, just your entire character and everything. Anyways, we gotta check out the replies here. Alright, so original tweet 3K likes, immediately ratioed by everything. If you want to be in a community, stop trying to change that community. Men in gaming get targeted for everything, including their gender. The difference is that they understand it's banter and just have fun. You have a mute and block button. The circle of diversity. We demand to be included in your space and make it more diverse and inclusive. We demand you change the space to our liking and ban stuff that offends us. We demand you be kicked out of the space we created since you offended us. Lol, if you hate us, why not just make your own space? Classic. If male-dominated spaces are toxic and unsafe, then stay away from them instead of demanding inclusion. Exactly. If you think every male space is toxic, as she said, then go sit in female spaces. spaces. Nobody wants you here. Men pretty much are the gaming community, so maybe you're the problem. I completely agree. She is definitely the problem. I will never understand this logic. I'm a woman and have played games with rude people who say stupid shit, and it goes in one ear and out the other. What is this BS about making a safe space in these gaming lobbies? Ain't no one coming through the monitored Harvard, Johan. There we go. An actual sane woman. Lovely. Lovely. Getting rarer on the internet these days. Men are the problem, but let me show some cleavage to prove it. Lose about 80 pounds and I might listen to your complaint. They're just, okay, I think the reason people are acting like this is because just to piss her off, because, you know, she hates trash talk and this is technically just trash talk. They're always so well fed. I've never heard that insult in my entire life. Well fed. So after this, people started quote tweeting her with clips of herself saying, "What a disgusting individual you are," and 75k likes.
No, it's over, Ina. It's over. Like, if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay. We are not having a cisgender straight.
Okay, that is a disgusting admission, by the way. You just admitted that you're going to groom your own kids and forcibly change them into gay or trans because you hate straight people so much? That is completely insane. Okay, first off, there's some serious cognitive dissonance going on here. How exactly are you going to reproduce without a straight male, huh? Are you fucking dumb? I don't know what actually goes on in these people's head. Like, I hate straight people so much. Like, you were born from a straight person. Your mom, you had a mom and you had a dad. Okay, that's kind of how biology works. And second off, how are you gonna have a baby if you don't like a straight man? Or like, there's no like. Okay, I'm not gonna attempt to reason with this. It's just really dumb. Second off, I thought people were born gay or trans, right? Like, isn't that how the whole thing works? So like, what do you mean turn them gay and trans? That's disgusting and that's weird. And that's kind of like that conversion therapy thing, except like the opposite of that. Like, isn't that just child abuse? Am I wrong? Am I wrong there? If you're taking a straight child and you're forcibly changing their orientation because you don't like the fact that they're straight and you're making them into gay or you're giving them hormones to turn them like trans, that's abuse. Guys and gals, I think the world is getting a little too crazy, a little too real for me. I'm a tap out right now. Let me know what you guys thought about this. And if any girls are watching, do you think she represents you, or what'd you say, or do you got something different to add over here? Because I think she's a little bit crazy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. That's it. Bye bye.